The secret key to lasting and fulfilled relationships is vulnerability. It's an interesting thing about relationships. We actually require connection, deep connection, like it's oxygen. Just have a think about that. We need it like it's oxygen. It's not a personality trait. It's not a male thing. It's not a female thing. It's a human thing. So we need to feel connected on a deep level. But we can't feel connected on a deep level unless we're vulnerable. And so many people don't know how to become vulnerable. And I wonder if you can resonate that sometimes you'll be in a conversation and you'll not want to share what's really going on for you. Maybe you'll want to hold it back, or you'll want to kind of tweak your experience so it sounds a little bit less harsh or a little bit less offensive, or maybe a little bit less challenging, or maybe you'll want to seem like everything's okay all the time. One of the things that I see a lot on social media these days is people are showing their best selves all the time. And one of the biggest challenges we can have is if we compare our challenges, our internal challenges, which we all have, to everyone else's perceived best selves, we start to think that there are people in the world that are just perfect and have everything going on well for them, and that's just not the case at all. And so relationships are founded on honesty. If we don't have honesty, we don't feel connected. If we don't have honesty and we don't feel connected, then we don't feel like we belong. We're not even together. And so relationships require vulnerability. Now, why is it that so many people aren't vulnerable? It's really simple. It's scary. It's a big deal, to be honest. I'll give you an example. Say, for example, you come home and someone says, "Hey, how you doing?" And actually you're kind of scared about something, or you're kind of tired, or you're kind of anxious about something, but you don't want to share that because that's vulnerable. So you just say, "I'm okay." But then what's really going on for you doesn't get heard, doesn't get seen, doesn't get validated, and you don't really feel like you've connected on that deeper level that you truly require. Vulnerability starts with sitting with uncomfortable emotions. Now, everyone experiences uncomfortable emotions, but what most people do is when they feel them, they want to move away from them and change it immediately. So let's say, for example, you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, maybe you're feeling a little bit anxious about something, and then to change your feeling around that anxiety, you want to quickly go and grab something to eat, or you want to go and exercise, you want to go move, or you want to pick up your phone and start scrolling so you can change the experience. Now that's the opposite of vulnerability, because what we're teaching ourselves is, I can't handle what's going on inside my body. Now, when we are stepping into vulnerability, it all begins with, there's so much more, and of course, this is such a big conversation for a short amount of time for us to connect inside this video, but just one thing to start with is sit with the emotion. This is how we do it. We feel the uncomfortable emotion, we pause, we notice it, we breathe, and just sit with it. And learn to feel uncomfortable, learn to become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. Just that one thing can really start to develop your ability to go deeper and become more vulnerable with you. If you can become more vulnerable with yourself, then you can become more vulnerable with other people. And so learning to open up, learning how to share what's going on for ourselves with the people around us that we love actually ends up creating what's called a bond. And when we have that bond, it makes us feel amazing. It's the foundation of our self-esteem. It's what keeps us safe. It's what makes us feel phenomenal. It's what makes us trust the world and go out and achieve all of our goals and our dreams. Relationships are the foundation to everything. And it all starts with learning about vulnerability. Now, if you can relate to this video, or if you just loved this video, if you took away any value from it whatsoever, I would absolutely love to invite you along to a wonderful live 2-day training that we're running, all about how we can apply ideas like this to our own lives. And most importantly, how we can apply them to the lives of others. Go ahead and click the link, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.